Dean Guitars here in Tampa, and we're going to talk about this brand new guitar.
Yes.
Your guitar.
It's an Annihilator.
The Annihilator. Yeah. So tell me a little bit. First of all, let me find out, how did these people from Dean rope you in? Tell me about that. How'd you get in?
I was on tour with my band Doyle, and we stopped here because my tech knew somebody here, and I gave him one of my guitars. I said, here it is, and that was 4 years ago. And then it's a real ball breaker to make. That's why I'm here, because I don't want to make it,
Yeah, but, that's part of the thing. Is I was going to probably kind of stop you there. It's like, honestly, if I worked for some sort of guitar company, if I did that and I saw this, I would be like, I would probably run, not walk the other way, trying to recreate this guitar. I mean, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Like, tell me a little bit about it, because like I know that you actually made this guitar in your machine shop. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about
this
that.
one they made, but they have mine upstairs.
Right.
Yeah, I made it in the machine shop. I was working at the shop, and some kid came in with a guitar that he was working on, and he had the neck on an angle. Some of them have an angle on them, like a Les Paul.
Yep.
And it still had the wood here sticking up, and he was just jamming it with a router. Then he was gonna, it looked all fucked up and all like pitted like the moon. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with this thing? And he's like, I'm gonna chisel it, and then I'm gonna sand it. I'm like, give me that fucking thing. I put it on the milling machine, did it for me in like 5 seconds, So then we bought a bunch of wood from Paul Reed Smith.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and
because he holds all the wood at this point.
He does. He's the wood. He's the keeper of the wood. And we started making guitars, and I had drawn this shape on a book that when your mom covers your books in a paper bag.
Yes.
In school, I drew it on there, and I saved it from high school. And I was like, I'm gonna save this. It's fun, cool. And I was playing an Iceman at the time, so I laid it on the floor.
Yeah.
And I eyeballed it. I was like, holy shit, this fucking thing lines up like exact. It's to scale. And then I made it.
Can I ask you, basically, what was your particular inspiration in designing? I mean, like you said, you drew it on your school book, but what was the inspiration in designing this actual design?
I don't know. I'm a big Batman fan.
Just
like, I don't know.
I mean, and the reason part of me asks, again, you're pretty heavy on the cutaways here, right?
Yeah.
But then you pretty much eliminate most of the body here.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. It's sort of an interesting take on a guitar design. You would imagine most guys want more body and less cutaway, but you went the opposite direction.
There's more. It's kind of the same amount of wood. It's just over here.
Yep. And this one is all mahogany.
All mahogany.
All mahogany. And I'm gonna ask you, tell me some interesting features. But personally, when I picked this guitar up, one of my favorite features, if you can see, is right here on the neck. I think that's just such an eye-catching feature.
It's fucking genius.
It is genius.
You don't have to think.
I know, and I actually, for what I do, I hate to think.
Yeah, me too. When you're playing a show and it's just a little fucking white dot there
Yes.
that says nothing on it, when you're over here and you're moving around, you're not sure which one
You're
you're
not
going
sure
for.
which one.
I don't
Well,
want to
especially if someone calls out the changes, then you know. C
you go.
sharp
Yeah.
to B.
Yeah.
And there you have it.
Yep.
But did you think about maybe doing something glow in the dark as opposed to white
I
paint?
asked them to do glow in the dark. These are made out of stones here.
Gotcha.
Because I don't want to use
Abalone or like mother of pearl?
Right.
Why did you decide to go stone?
Because I'm vegan. I didn't want to use any animal products.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I would like to make at least the side glow in the dark if they could do it. But right now it's a sticker.
Gotcha.
It's this prototype.
So any other particular highlights on this guitar that you want to talk about, like that things that you made your own?
I made this in the shop, this knob. But yeah, these are all titanium.
Yep.
Titanium saddles. But the best part is the titanium piece here, the round part. Because the square ones always get stuck. When you go to change strings, they're stuck, they're bent, they're fucked up. These never get like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you also said that you also made a version of this as a stop tail piece?
I invented a piece that goes on here that you don't even need the springs.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you plan on having a version of this with that?
I might make that myself, because right now I'm making this pickup and I'm coming out my own string line.
Yes, and I should mention this is your own design pickup as well. And what would you say? Is this a more high output pickup, obviously, or would you?
It's more high. It's just the way I want it to sound.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's more high than this industry standard.
Very cool. So Tell me just quickly what else you got going on in your life or touring music wise.
Yeah, we're supposed to start touring in March with Doyle, and they're going to be booking Misfit shows in between. And I got a protein company,
Awesome.
a vegan protein company, and a hot sauce company.
I know who to hit up for both of those things.
But you know what
now.
the problem is? That's the only thing musicians can't sell anymore is music, because it's all streamed. So I got to sell fucking food.
I understand that.
Right?
Maybe since we're in Jersey, I might need to partner or work with you.
Yeah.
Well, Doyle, thank you so much for enlightening us here and showing me a brand new guitar for Dean. And really, it's a pleasure to meet you and an honor. And
You too.
I'm gonna put this guy on the cover. I
want to be on the cover with you. Me and you on the cover.
You don't want to ruin your cover because this is you.
It would be awesome.
Doyle. But
You deserve the cover too.
you hear that, Guitar World? We're gonna put Doyle on the cover. I guarantee it. Or he's gonna come over and kick your ass.
I'm coming over.
Doyle, thank you
Thanks,
so
man.
much.
Thank you so much.
man.